Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fantabulous, marvellous Monday. And you're looking marvellous, by the way. And we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes because this is video 3 of 4 because we're doing a live in a little bit. So I just thought I'd jump on because those of you who are interested in the Jay Slater, there's been some movement, potentially a clue found. So we're just going to touch on that very quickly. We spoke about this earlier. Now, I haven't covered it to the biggest extent purely because there's a lot of drama around it. And even though I do like a bit of drama, I weren't willing to jump onto the current bandwagon. But it says, so this, we've basically got a guy he's ex-Met. He's come and he's sort of saying, we need to look at other things. Something's not quite adding up. There's more to this than meets the eye. Have the police really dug deep in his background and found out whether there's something connected to something that's happened in his past? So I think we're looking, or they are potentially looking at the potential that there was some kind of, I don't know, repercussions for his past. Kind of what we touched on earlier. But anyway, look, in the last 21 minutes, it says brick climber says significant clue found in hunt for Jay. TikTok star and expert climber Paul Arnott, 29, has been searching for Jay in the Tenerife Mountains. In one of his latest videos, he said a pair of sunglasses similar to the ones Jay was last seen wearing had been found close to where his mobile phone last pinged. The video, which has since been deleted, shows a pair of broken black shades on the ground near to the Mirador viewing point, the area where Jay's phone was last tracked 14 days ago in the rural Detano Park, near the village of Masca. There have been some new developments, and these sunglasses could be key, Paul told Mail Online. They were found by an army guy called Chris who lives there. I don't want to go into too much detail yet, but the family have them and are looking at them. They could be Jay's. They are very similar to the ones he has, and we are waiting to see. It could be very significant. And it was a lot of the news today is basically talking about the fact that the search was called off because nobody turned up. Like 6 people turned up to help, so not the best. I'll just jump back on here and then I'll just bring this up. This is the guy, the ex-Met, and what he is saying. Let me find this. Here we go. Let's bring this screen up. So this is Jay Slater's disappearance doesn't add up. Says ex-Met officer who wants British police to help. The apprentice bricklayer from Oddwall, Lancashire, vanished in Tenerife on the morning of the 17th of June. This basically says an ex-Met police officer has said the disappearance of Jay Slater doesn't add up and that British cops should be allowed to help. Policing expert Graham Watoni, who was in the Met for 30 years, believes there are too many inconsistencies in the mystery of Mr. Slater's disappearance and called for detectives to look more closely at the days before he vanished. The former police officer told Mail Online, there are so many inconsistencies in what I'm seeing and reading. I think the Spanish police need to take a step back and think, why did he go missing, where he did, and in what circumstances? Find it a little bit like, is that a little bit rude and condescending to think that the Spanish police, you think that they've not thought about this? It just fucking winds me up. So arrogant. I can't see how can the Spanish police do any more? How can they do any more? And what would the police in the UK have done any differently or any better? Pretty much we've seen how they operate. Look at how they operated during the Nicola Bulley situation. I ain't going to go down that rabbit hole, but there we go. They seem to be focusing primarily on the fact that they were told he wandered off into the mountain, but we are now 3 weeks in and nothing has been found up there. Well, the phone pinged. They're basically going to where the phone last pinged, unless he's trying to say the phone was taken and he wasn't necessarily with it. But then we've got the phone call. His friend said he'd spoken to him, so they seem to go hand in hand. I'd even go back further to the days leading up to his disappearance. Have they checked his bank accounts for anything untoward in the hours before he went missing? Were there any patterns forming that would point to him going wandering off? But the fact he is said to have done that just doesn't square with me. Was there anything sinister untowards there? What would have made him go off with these two men? Is there anything in his past that needs looking into more fully? So yeah, there's a few bits and pieces going on around it, but pretty much this case is. I think there's so much drama around it, so much hassle, so much just. I just don't know. I hope the guy's found. I hope the lad's found. I really do. Maybe these glasses will point to any clues. Who knows? They're obviously not connected to his fucking head, so that's not doing us any favors, is it? So they've found some glasses. They might be his. What are they going to show? That he was in the area which he was seemingly. They thought he might be, and that's why they were searching in the first place. I don't know, but. Will this have a happy ending? I think we're yet to find that out, aren't we? But anyway, I'll catch you all later tonight in the live.